What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Kaiju Cave. Got a little bit of a discussion I'd like to do today with you guys on Godzilla vs. Kong. And when are we going to get the first trailer? When are we going to get our first little snippet, whether it be information or an image released or something? And I know a lot of the fans are clamoring to, see something. I know a few of the other top Godzilla YouTubers, D-Man 1954 and Dangerville. I know they've commented on it, and I agree with them. I mean, I think we're going to see something maybe soon, but I don't think we're going to see it until right around November or when the holidays start hitting. I think is probably when we're going to get our first trailer. And I know I did a video previously on when we might get a Godzilla vs. Kong trailer, and I think kind of everyone knew it wasn't going to be at San Diego Comic Con this year. I think everyone kind of knew that, but I still think that everyone was hoping that there would be something. You know, they didn't set their sights too high. They didn't set the bar too high. I think they kind of knew that we weren't going to get something, but still, I think everyone held out hopes that we were. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking November, holiday time, right around Thanksgiving. I think we'll probably get the first Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. And I mean, I know there's some guys that have, done the math and looked at, statistically when trailers drop and everything. And though I do agree with them, I mean, from, previous, movies that have come out, Kong Skull Island, Godzilla 2014, things like that, Legendary and Warner Brothers queue of when they release things, typically, it comes at a set amount of time, San Diego Comic Con, and then the fall, and then you get something in the spring, and then something before the movie actually comes out. The marketing starts ramping up. But I don't know. This one's kind of obscure. I think that with Godzilla King of the Monsters, I think that I think it just came out at a bad time. I think that it doesn't matter that they delayed it a year. It came out with two things that killed it. And Legendary, I hope you guys watch this, and I hope you're listening. You brought Godzilla King of the Monsters out. You brought it out with a Disney movie, and you brought it out with a niche film with a a character that everyone loves, like Elton John. Elton John's got wonderful music. Really enjoy his music. Everyone likes Elton John as a person. The thing is if you bring out a movie like that, people are going to flock to that. I mean, look at the sales that it did. And if you bring out a Disney movie, it doesn't matter what it is. Fox and the Hound, Lady and the Tramp, Aladdin, which was Aladdin. Disney's gonna kill you. I mean, you could put any movie coming out against a Disney movie, and your numbers are gonna be poor. They're not gonna do good. You have to look at what is coming out with the movie that you're getting ready to release. And Godzilla is powerful enough to stand on his own 2 feet. Look at, Godzilla 2014 did $500 million worldwide, and Kong Skull Island did $570 million worldwide. That's all fine, but they didn't come out at a time where there was another movie that sweep the leg and kick the chair out from underneath them. And though Godzilla is awesome and we all love Godzilla, that's why we're making these videos, and that's why we're collecting the Godzilla figures and going to events. Though all that's awesome, you bring your movie out at a time with a Disney movie or a niche film, and it's gonna take your sales, and that's exactly what happened. My next thing is what is actually going to get Godzilla and Kong to fight. I've seen a lot of posts. Is Kong going to be bigger than Godzilla? Why does he look like he's bigger in all the pictures? Okay, look, if I agree with what D-Man 1954 said. It just wouldn't make sense if Kong was bigger than Godzilla in so many different levels. I mean, if you look at Godzilla's millions of years old, I don't think he's thousands. I actually think he's millions. I think he's one of the original, if not the original. I think people are taking into context too much looking at the graphic novels, Godzilla Awakening, And then Godzilla Aftershock. Yeah, they found a corpse. Is it a Godzilla corpse? I don't think it is. I just think it's a Titan's corpse. Yeah, they showed pictures, but because they don't have any other Titans to compare to. Obviously they're using, it's a similar species to Godzilla. I don't think it was actually Godzilla's corpse, but anyway, it just, if you look at 1972, when supposedly or whatever the Skull Island film took place, Kong was like 100 feet tall. I mean, in 30 years, he's not going to grow, you know, bigger than Godzilla. It's just not going to happen. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, obviously, he's going to have to grow to at least 300 feet to be able to fight Godzilla, but I think something's going to happen to him that's going to cause that. I don't think he's just going to mysteriously in 30 years or whatever, I don't think he's just going to magically grow another 200 feet. I mean, especially when his species wasn't even, that big. But we don't know. We don't know because we have very limited information and it's just speculation at this point. I do think that we may see some city battles. I do think we're going to see some daylight battles between Godzilla vs. Kong. But what I do think is going to happen, I think Godzilla is going to go to the island, Skull Island. I obviously at the end of Godzilla King of the Monsters, it said all the Titans are converging upon Skull Island. But I think Godzilla's going to go there, and something bad's going to happen, and it's going to draw Godzilla into the fight because Godzilla could go to Skull Island anytime. I mean, I've seen other ridiculous posts and videos where other YouTubers and other people are talking about, oh, Godzilla, he's afraid of the storm, so he stays away from the island, or he can't get through the storm. Does that even make any sense? I mean, that has got to be the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I mean, obviously, if he wanted to get through the storm, a storm is nothing. He can get dropped from the edge of space and survive, but he can't go through a storm. That's ridiculous. So I think Godzilla has been on Skull Island before. I think he can go to Skull Island, and I think that it's going to be something that he either needs, wants, or is going to protect, or he has to defeat on the island. And I think that's what's going to cause him and Kong to fight. But I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, and if you have any questions, or if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Kaiju Freaks out.